So we're called for fishing again actually, but tonight we're going to do a really interesting dish. It's going to be spinach risotto with crab. So first of all we have to make the risotto. So what we've got here is a pan, and I'm going to just put a little bit of butter just to get things interesting, and then we allow that butter to melt. It's only really enough to get the onions going. So I've got diced onions here, so I'll put those in. And give them a little bit of a stir. It's lovely. And give them, just trying to soften them really, we don't want them to colour up or anything. And then I'm going to add some chopped garlic, always nice. Got the close of that, and then we'll just let that go for a second or two. And then I've got some basic risotto rice, nothing out of the ordinary. But obviously risotto, what we're trying to do is bash all the starch out of this. That's what makes it all creamy. So we'll just put the rice in there. I'm just going to keep stirring this rice a second, just to give it a little bit of that buttery colour and meld with the onions, and that's very important. Now the key to this, of course, with risotto, I'm told, is to just keep it moving. So you have to keep stirring. So it's quite good for the arm, exercising your arms. Not as good as bread. Okay, so we've got the onions, we've got the garlic, got the risotto rice going well in this here pan. I'm just going to sneak another bit of butter in there as I can, and that's that. Now the next step is to make it interesting, is to put some wine in. So white wine, I'm going to kind of do a bit chef here and not measure it out. So this could be very boozy. I think, yeah, that'll do. So I reckon that's about a glass. So what I do now is I keep stirring this, because what I want to happen here now is the alcohol in this wine to drive off, but leaving behind a lovely flavour. So I'm going to just turn that up just a tad. And then what I've got going on here is a rolling boil of stock. Basically it's fish stock, or as we call it in our house, fish oxo. And what this is going to do is just going to be added gently to the risotto as we go through. So as you can hear, this is beginning to get quite exciting. I've just got rid of all of that wine now in terms of the volume, and what I'm going to do is just add the first of many ladlefuls of this stock. So we stir it around, and basically you just got to keep it moving, and we're going to keep it moving all the way through till the end. And then when we come back, I'm going to show you how to finish the dish with the spinach and the lemon and all the other lovely stuff. So I'll see you shortly. Call for fish. Call for fish. And we're doing spinach risotto with crab. And we're at the really exciting stage now, because I've got to just taste it, just because the rice should be al dente. So there's a little bit of chew in there, because if it's too sloppy, it's not very good. I've got to tell you though, this is already fantastic, and I could eat it as it was. But so we are going to add several vital ingredients. First of all, the spinach, which is baby spinach, just shredded, and that's already looking pretty amazing. And then we're going to add zest of a small lemon, the juice of that small lemon. So I don't want to overdo it, and I do emphasise about small, and a tiny bit of dried thyme, not too much. And then I'm going to add the nutmeg, just a little bit of freshly grated nutmeg if you've got it hanging around. If you haven't got it hanging around, don't worry, but it just adds a little bit of naughtiness right at the end. So we're letting the heat basically of the risotto cook the spinach a little bit, which is great. And then what I'm going to do finally is I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese, not all of it. I'm just going to put that in there and mix that up. I want a little bit to finish, of course. So I'm just mix all of that. Can you see what's going on there? So I've still got the movement in there. I've got a if you do get in trouble, you can always add a little bit more butter, which is what I'm going to do at this point. I'm just going to add the last knob of butter and stir that in. That's just to give it a bit of sheen, really. And then I'm going to add the brown crab meat, not a lot, just to give it a bit of strength. And then we've got this lovely white crab meat as well, so I'm going to put all of that in. Just fold it through the risotto. Just you can see how gorgeous that is already. Oh dear, I'm looking forward to this. So all we do to serve it is a little bit of pepper. But because I've already added, you know, I've got crab in here and I've got all sorts, I just want to make sure it's not too salty. The Parmesan cheese gives it the saltiness, so you don't really need it. And all I do to finish that is a little more grated Parmesan cheese and top it with some chopped basil. And there it is. I've got to say,